Welcome back to part 3 of retracing the historic State Route 79 in Arizona. Now, we're going a bit different today. Instead of going from like top to bottom, we're going from bottom to the top. And this road's pretty interesting because this is probably the more complete section of the road. And you actually see where it curves around the mountain. And I believe it would have kept curving down here eventually and kind of looping around. But just due to the risk of getting down there, we're gonna save that for another day. So it's really not much here, but we do have some stacked stones which do indicate that this was a road at one point, of course. And there's sadly there's not much when it comes to relics and stuff like that. Like nothing that's too interesting out here. But I'll show you as I keep going along again. Another way that we kind of know that this might be probably part of the original road is there's a... I lost it. One second. Okay, found the road again. And back to what I was saying. The reason I think this is also part of the old alignment is it's like a lack of trees in the area. See, there's only small trees and bushes, while off to the side we got the actual big ones. So, another sign that this is the old road. And of course, we got more rock walls over here, indicating the boundary of the road. And over here, seems like someone also made a campground in the middle of it at one point. What's pretty cool is you can kind of see the rock wall up there. Oh, here's a can. That's sadly it looks like a modern can, but this is a standard can. Looks interesting. But this is the area where it kind of loops around on itself. So I got more rock walls over here. You can see here it's looping up and around to go up the hill. You can see the rock walls over here. There's also not many big trees on this area either, which of course points to it being the original alignment. It's on a loop back on itself to go back up the hill. Can't really see the 89A from here, but from down there you can see the bridge that goes over Pump House Wash. And at this point we kind of got a more defined section of road here. You can see where they undercut the mountain to build this road. And put overfill here to build the road, of course. Now, there's a lot of trees at this area over here. I'm not sure these were felled intentionally to make room for the 89A, which is above us a bit, or they just fell naturally. But I'm gonna get past this area and I'll start recording again. Okay, I'm now past the vegetated area. We got something interesting here. We actually have a split in the road. We have this lower section down here and the upper section up there. Now, I originally thought this might have been like a second road, and it is actually. But I think it was built like this with one section higher above and one section lower, so they didn't undercut the mountain too much. So they undercut the mountain here in this area, and they waited a bit and undercut it over there. So you have one lane for going up and one lane for going down. And you can actually see the rock wall, of course, on the bottom section too. You can see the clear cut where they made it here. Only problem is it kind of falls off there and just ends. So I'm not really sure what the plan for that was. So you can see there is still the old road. Actually didn't fall off, I didn't look at that right. But yeah, you definitely got the clear indication of the higher road and the lower road. Let's just go down to the lower section for a second. And of course, less trees on this section, meaning this is the original road. It kind of just falls off over here because, of course, You got the 89A there. And they kind of destroyed it, of course. So of course, that's the end of this section. Not a long section by any means. I'm not sure if I got ideas where the other sections might be. I believe there's another section of the road by the AZ Game and Fish building down there that I have to check out on a future day, of course. Cool view of the canyon. This is not Pump House, but it connects with Pump House. Oh well, back to the truck.